Julian Nagelsmann has just been fired as the Bayern Munich head coach, but why? I mean, the guy just knocked out PSG from the Champions League and is currently sitting second in the Bundesliga with 1 point behind Dortmund. But maybe that's where the problem lies, really. The fact that Bayern Munich are not first in the league after winning the Bundesliga 10 seasons in a row. Well, just a couple of days ago, Julian Nagelsmann said this in an interview. "We have a snitch in the locker room. This bothers me a lot. Whoever is doing this is hurting every single one of us. I don't understand his motivation except helping the opponent." Apparently this whole snitching thing has been going on for years, even since Guardiola managed Bayern. Is it possible that Nagelsmann found out who the snitch is and subsequently got fired? I just find it a bit too convenient that on March 19th he publicly talks about there being a snitch in the locker room, and in the late evening of March 23rd he gets the sack. And let's talk about the sack itself actually, because according to Fabrizio Romano, Nagelsmann had no idea that he was sacked until he found out via the media. Yeah, that would be my face too if I logged on Twitter a Thursday evening and found out I had been sacked from my job. I mean, even Joao Cancelo came with a statement before Bayern did. Quote, "I've only found out now. I know I won't find Nagelsmann when I return to Munich. He wanted me to Bayern. I'd like to thank him. As for Tuchel, he made me lose a Champions League final, so I hope he will win it for me this year." End quote. I will get into the hiring of Tuchel in just a moment, but as of recording this, Bayern still haven't posted a statement about Nagelsmann. And do you know how bad this looks for Bayern as a club? The fact that this has come out is horrible for Bayern. They let their newest acquisition, Joao Cancelo, speak to the media before themselves. How does this attract future signings if they know that they can be put on the spot like that out of nowhere? And how does it attract future coaches when they know that they can find out about their sacking through social media? It doesn't. But maybe it does, since Bayern Munich have already found their new head coach, Thomas Tuchel. But how will this affect their season? They're currently in the quarterfinals of the Champions League facing Manchester City, and they're second in the Bundesliga with 11 games to go. If Thomas Tuchel can win the league and beat Manchester City in the Champions League and maybe win it, it will obviously be a great success. Personally, I just think that it's a dumb idea to sack a coach at the latter stages of the season, especially when you've still got all to play for. I could understand the decision if nothing was left to play for, because then the new coach could essentially just experiment with new tactics and formations for the rest of the season, but there's not much room for experimentation right now. Personally, I don't think that Nagelsmann was sacked due to Bayern's performances. I mean, it's not like it's his fault that Dortmund have won 11 out of 12 games in the Bundesliga in 2023. And after all, he did make it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. But why do you guys think that Nagelsmann was sacked? Was it performance based, or is there something bigger behind this? Let us know down below in the comments.